In the village of Naba, a young man named Ruhel had lived all his life under the blazing African sun. He had always believed in the magic of love, a love so deep that it could defy even the greatest of challenges. His love, however, was not without sorrow. It was the kind of love that could pull mountains or drown a heart in despair. One fateful day, Ruhel's heart was shattered by a simple truth. Maria, the woman he had loved since childhood, was to be married to another. The news came to him like a thunderstorm on a hot day. His heart was crushed, yet the pain did not cause him to run away. Instead, it made him think that there must be a way to win her back, a way to prove to her family that his love was true. So he left the village. His feet carried him far from home to the wide-open savannah, where the wind whispered secrets of ancient times. But even in the quiet of the wilderness, Ruhel's heart could not escape the thoughts of Maria. His heart still beat for her, and every moment without her felt like an eternity. But word of Maria's marriage came again. The day was set. Ruhel was torn between fleeing into the unknown or confronting the love that had been so cruelly taken from him. That evening, he sat by the fire and asked the heavens for strength. He had to face his fears. If he could not have her in this life, he would never rest. As he walked back to the village, he learned that his own family had suffered. His father, a wise man known across the land, had been humiliated by Maria's family. They had ridiculed his status and dismissed his honor. Ruhel, seething with anger, knew he could not let Maria's family or her father stand in the way of his love. The village streets were silent as Ruhel approached Maria's father's house. He was no longer the same boy who had once been in love with Maria. His heart had hardened, but his love remained. "I've come to take what is mine," he said, his voice strong yet filled with pain. "I will not let this marriage happen. I will not let you disgrace my family any longer." Maria's father, a man of great pride and arrogance, scoffed at Ruhel's boldness. "You, a simple village boy, think you can claim my daughter? You cannot even offer her the life she deserves. You are nothing." But Ruhel was not deterred. He had crossed the vast savannah to stand before him, and he would not back down. "I may not have riches, but I have love, and love, when true, can withstand any storm." Maria's father, hearing Ruhel's words, sneered. "If you truly loved her, you would let her go. But your foolishness blinds you. You are no match for my power." Ruhel's fists clenched, but before he could speak, Maria appeared at the door, her eyes filled with sorrow. She had heard the voices of men who spoke of marriage, but it was the voice of her true love that she had never stopped hearing. She stepped forward, her heart beating in the rhythm of love that Ruhel had awakened. "Father," she said, "I cannot marry a man I do not love. Ruhel's love is my destiny. I have always loved him, and I always will. I ask you to see the truth in my heart." Maria's father, still proud but shaken by his daughter's words, said nothing. The silence hung between them like the calm before a storm. Ruhel, his heart full of hope, turned to Maria and took her hand. "I will not let anyone take you from me," he said, his voice soft with affection. "I will prove my love to you not with words, but with my actions." The love that had once been buried under pride and anger now burned brightly, and Maria too knew that she had found her true love. Together they left her father's house, their future uncertain but filled with promise. As they walked through the village, Ruhel spoke of a new life, a life where love would not be confined by status or wealth, but by the strength of the heart. He vowed to never let her go and to face whatever challenges came their way. But Maria's father was not one to forgive so easily. He called upon the elders of the village to speak of the disgrace Ruhel had caused. "I will never allow this union," he declared. "Let them face the consequences of their actions." The elders, wise and fair, did not side with the father. They saw the love between Ruhel and Maria, and they knew that such love was not to be dismissed. "If your love is true," they said to Maria, then no one can stop it, but if it is false, it will not survive. In that moment, Maria knew that her love for Ruhel was true. She knew that together they could face anything. And so the marriage of Ruhel and Maria was not only a union of two hearts, but a battle against the forces of pride, anger, and destiny. Their love was tested, but it triumphed, and they built a life together, not of wealth or power, but of love that grew stronger with each passing day. The villagers spoke of their love for generations, telling the tale of Ruhel and Maria, how love, when it is true, will always find its way, no matter the obstacles. And thus, their story became a legend, passed down from one generation to the next, a reminder that love can conquer even the greatest of challenges.